What is up, guys? Welcome back to another Carx video. Today I've got something special for you. I've got this Evo IX build in C4 so you can attack those time attacks. And then I want to talk a little bit about the cheating / shortcut fiasco that was in the comment section of my last Carx video. I just want to give you my opinion on this, and then you can take it however you want. Anyways, after that, we'll show you my best times on those tracks so that you can see exactly where you need to be driving so you can get yourself that mystery car. All right, let's go. All right, so like I mentioned in the intro, you guys went nuts in the comment section about the lines that I was taking in the previous time attack and calling it cheating and how silly it is to like drive off-road and things like that. And I just want to talk about this a little bit. And you guys can think that I'm just like the biggest a-hole on the planet for showing everybody how to do this, but here's the thing. Number one, this channel is a tip channel. So I'm basically giving you the tips and tricks. I'm giving you the keys to the kingdom, showing you the secrets of the top players. I know a lot of these top players. I know their builds. I have examples of what they're doing in the races. And not only that, but you can see the ghost yourself. But that being said, the channel is a tips and tricks channel. So I'm trying to give you tips on how to get better. I'm trying to give you tips on how to gain the best rewards possible. So that's number one. Number two, shortcuts equal cheating is just absolutely wrong. Now, don't rush to the comments yet. Just hear me out on this. The developer is the one that sets the boundaries for these races. They're the ones that put the checkpoints in the specific spots. They're the ones that say if you go too far outside of this area, you're gonna get reset automatically. And that's what Carx actually does. They have that feature. They reset the car automatically if you take it too far off the track. That being said, they are setting the boundaries. They are setting the guidelines. It is up to the players to take those guidelines and figure out the fastest way through a particular course. And that means figuring out the build for the car. That means figuring out where the acceptable boundaries are so that you can take the fastest lines possible. And it's about figuring out where the resets are as well. So just a quick rundown on how Carx resets work. If you pass your next checkpoint without going through it, it will reset your car directly behind it or right at that checkpoint. So when you have really tight hairpins and the checkpoint is basically on the hairpin, if you go in front, if you cut that and go in front of that checkpoint, it will reset you back to that checkpoint. It's just a faster way to take that corner. Now, this is a mechanic that the game has in it. Later on, when you see this run, you're not going to see me pressing anything to try to reset my car at a specific time. I'm literally just driving the line that I know is going to reset the car at the right time. So that being said, I understand you guys don't like it. Some people don't really care. A lot of people in the comments don't really like it, but it is what it is. And I'm trying to help you guys get the rewards that you want. So don't kill me for giving you the secret sauce, okay? Anyways, with that off my chest, let's get into the build for this Evo IX, and then I'll show you my runs. All right, so starting with the engine. Now, I've seen other people build this engine with the stock engine. In fact, a couple of my buddies did build it with the stock engine. I chose to build it with the RS20 swap. Now, if you're short on street coins, you can build it with the stock GT63 engine, and I think you'll be okay. You probably are going to have to build it slightly differently with regards to your C rating and your actual rating. So just keep that in mind. But if you have the cash to build it like I build it, it is very, very fast. So RS20 swap. Now for the engine parts, we've got ultimate for the ECU, the turbo, and then for the cams, we're at sport. For the intake manifold, we're racing. Fuel system, racing. Cylinder head, racing. Engine block is sport. The exhaust manifold is street, and the exhaust is stock. So now on top of that, we have some tuning for this. The rev limiter is set at max. The intake manifold peak RPMs are set at max, and that's it for the engine. For the transmission, I've got the T50S 6-gear sports swap, so make sure you swap to that one if you have the street coins to do so. And for the parts, we've got an ultimate clutch, ultimate differential, ultimate gearbox, and then the stock all-wheel drive setup. Now we're going to need to tune this as well. The lock acceleration is set at plus 0.5. We move down into the first gear, we're at plus 0.65, then plus 0.37, then plus 0.26, plus 0.3, plus 0.32, And finally, plus 0.26 for the 6th gear. For the transmission losses, we're at -1, and that is it for the transmission tuning. Now, if we go to the body, we have the ultimate weight reduction, the stock fuel tank, and then aerodynamics are both elites. And then for those, we've got some tuning as well. I'll just let you take a screenshot of this so that I don't have to verbally say every single one of them. And I've moved my face cam halfway through the video. Hopefully that works out for you. For the suspension, we have the elite front suspension arms, the ultimate front stabilizer, brake system, and rear stabilizer, and rear suspension arms. Then we have the elite front springs, ultimate front dampers, ultimate rear dampers, elite rear springs. And then for the tuning, I'm just going to scroll through this so that you can see every single setting. Just go ahead and pause the video wherever you need to. There are 14 settings on this left side, and I messed with a lot of them. There we go. Almost done. And there we go. All right, let's get into the wheels. So for the spacers, we've got ultimates on fronts and rear. For the rims, we've got ultimate on both. But for the front rims, I'm running a 255/30 R19. And for the rear, I'm running a 255/30 R20. Now for the tires, we're looking at racing plus 10 on both front and rear. And then the last thing that you need to do is make sure you equip this body kit. It actually will move the wheels out even further if you have this body kit. I think it's the most expensive body kit for this car, but it definitely makes a big difference. It gives you a lot more traction, a lot more acceleration off the line when you have wider wheels. It also allows you to put bigger spacers on here, which again just makes it a lot wider, better handling, so on and so forth. Anyways, enjoy that build. I'm gonna let my 2 runs play out, but before I do, my last tip for you guys is to make sure you are using the sport gas. If you are not using the sport gas and you're trying to attack these time attacks, why do I keep saying attack these time attacks? If you're trying these time attacks and you're not using sport gas, you are making a huge mistake. I cut off nearly 3 seconds on my run from no sport gas to sport gas. That's the only thing I changed. Instantly 3 seconds off my run. The car performs way, way, way better with the sport gas. So make sure you're doing that. And the 2 time attacks I'm talking about are this one here with the mystery car. You actually get a mystery car at 250 as well, but I think you guys can get top 50 if you're following my instructions. And then this one right here, which is also a C4. Both of these are C4s. I recommend this Evo on both of these courses. It's just a very insane car. This one will win you some money. The other one, you get a mystery car. Anyways, enjoy these runs. I will catch you on the next one. Trigger out.